Welcome to Fun Magic Quiz. Today's game is all about water vehicles, from tiny boats to mighty ships. Can you guess each one just by its shadow? Let's dive in and test your sea-sational guessing skills. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more splashy fun. 1. Which small boat moves with oars? Rowboat. Yes, it's a rowboat. Paddle power. Can you match the shadow? Not that one. There it is. Rowboats are often used for fishing or calm lake rides. 2. Which large ship carries people on vacations? Cruise ship. Right, a cruise ship. Bon voyage. Spot the shadow. Try again. You got it. Cruise ships can carry thousands of passengers and have pools, theaters, and restaurants. 3. Which fast water vehicle uses a motor? Speedboat. Yes, it's a speedboat. Zoom across the waves. Can you find its shadow? Wrong one. That's it. Speedboats can reach speeds over 100 kilometers per hour. 4. Which floating craft is powered by sails? Sailboat. That's right, a sailboat. Catch that wind. Can you match the shadow? Not quite. There it is! Sailboats use wind instead of engines for movement. 5. Which underwater vehicle explores the deep sea? Submarine. Yes, a submarine. Dive deep, match the shadow. Nope. Correct. Submarines can travel hundreds of meters below the surface. 6. Which large vessel carries containers? Cargo ship. Yes, it's a cargo ship. Heavy duty. Can you find its shadow? Try again. That's the one! Cargo ships transport about 90% of world trade. 7. Which rescue vehicle helps save lives at sea? Lifeboat. Right, it's a lifeboat. Always ready to help. Match the shadow. Not that. You got it! Lifeboats are equipped with food, radios, and life jackets. 8. Which boat is used by fishermen at sea? Fishing boat. Yes, a fishing boat. Catch of the day. Can you match the shadow? Try again. There it is! Fishing boats come in many types: trawlers, longliners, and more. 9. Which tiny boat is powered by paddles? Canoe. That's right, a canoe! Paddle away! Can you find its shadow? Not that one. Aha! That's it. Canoes were first made by indigenous people using hollowed trees. 10. Which small open boat uses double paddles? Kayak. Yes, it's a kayak. Adventure time! Spot the shadow! Correct. Kayaks are popular for river sports and exploration. 11. Which flat boat carries cars across rivers? Ferry! That's right, a ferry! All aboard, match the shadow! Not quite. There it is! Ferries carry people and vehicles across short distances. 12. Which inflatable boat is often used for rescue? Rubber boat. Yes, a rubber boat, bouncy and brave. Can you match the shadow? Try again. You got it! Rubber boats are lightweight and used in emergencies. 13. Which small motorboat is used by the Coast Guard? Patrol boat. Right, it's a patrol boat, keeping the water safe. Match the shadow. There it is. Patrol boats guard coastlines and rescue ships in distress. 14. Which large ship carries soldiers and weapons? Battleship. Yes, a battleship, ready for duty. Spot the shadow. That's it. Battleships are armored war vessels used by navies. 15. Which small watercraft can carry just 1 or 2 people? Jet ski. Yes, a jet ski. Splash and speed. Can you find its shadow? That's the one. Jet skis are used for both fun and rescue missions. 16. Which longboat is rowed by a team in races? Dragon boat. That's right, a dragon boat. Row together. Can you match the shadow? Not quite. There it is! Dragon boat racing started over 2,000 years ago in China. 17. Which large ship carries oil across seas? Oil tanker. Right, an oil tanker, massive and mighty. Match the shadow. Try again. You got it! Oil tankers can hold up to 2 million barrels of oil. 18. Which small boat has a curved front and back? Gondola. Yes, it's a gondola, Venice's favorite. Can you find its shadow? Not that one. There it is. Gondolas are traditional boats from Venice, Italy. 19. Which floating home can you live on? Houseboat. That's right, a houseboat. Cozy on water. Match the shadow. Wrong one. That's it. Some people live permanently on houseboats. 20. Which tall ship has many sails and masts? Pirate ship. R. It's a pirate ship, ready to sail. Can you match the shadow? Try again. That's the one. Pirate ships were fast and packed with cannons. 21. Which small motorboat is used for emergencies? Rescue boat. Yes, a rescue boat, always on call. Can you find its shadow? Not that. You got it. Rescue boats are essential for Coast Guard operations. 22. Which ship serves as a floating hospital? Hospital ship. Yes, a hospital ship. Heroes on waves. Spot the shadow. Try again. That's the one! Hospital ships provide medical help during emergencies. 23. Which big ship breaks ice in polar seas? Icebreaker. Yes, it's an icebreaker, cutting through ice. Match the shadow. Nope. Correct. Icebreakers clear paths for other ships in frozen waters. 24. Which tiny inflatable craft is used for fun? Dinghy. That's right, a dinghy. Simple and splashy. Can you match the shadow? Not quite. There it is! Dinghies are small, easy to transport, and fun for kids. 25. Which ancient ship used oars and sails? Viking ship. Yes, a Viking ship, ready to raid. Match the shadow. You got it! Vikings sailed across the seas in long wooden boats. 26. Which small boat is used in calm rivers? Paddle boat. That's a paddle boat. Pedal and play. Spot the shadow. Not that one. There it is. Paddle boats move by pedaling like a bike on water. 27. Which flat-bottom boat moves slowly in rivers? Barge. Yes, it's a barge. Heavy hauler, can you find its shadow? That's it. Barges carry goods through canals and rivers. 28. Which underwater robot explores ocean floors? ROV, remotely operated vehicle. That's right, an ROV, deep dive tech. Can you match the shadow? There it is. ROVs are used to explore shipwrecks and sea creatures. 29. Which elegant boat is used for luxury cruising? Yacht. Yes, it's a yacht. Fancy sailing. Match the shadow. You got it. Yachts are symbols of luxury and adventure. 30. Which big ship carries thousands of containers? Container ship. That's a container ship. Massive mover. Can you find its shadow? Try again. That's the one. Container ships carry everything from toys to cars. 31. Which ship helps put out sea fires? Fireboat. Right, a fireboat, spraying water jets. Match the shadow. Try again. You got it! Fireboats can shoot water up to 100 meters. 32. Which ship pulls other vessels along? Tugboat. That's right, a tugboat. Small but strong. Can you match the shadow? Not that one. There it is. Tugboats guide big ships into harbors. 33. Which ancient wooden ship carried treasures? Galleon. Yes, a galleon. Golden sails ahead. Can you find its shadow? Try again. That's it. Galleons were used by explorers in the 1500s. 34. Which boat races at high speed? Powerboat. That's right, a powerboat. Vroom on water, spot the shadow. Not quite. There it is! Powerboats are designed for thrilling water races. "35. Which ship carries tourists for underwater views? Glass bottom boat. Yes, a glass bottom boat. See the sea life. Match the shadow. Not that. You got it. The glass lets you watch fish and coral beneath you. "36. Which small sailboat has a single sail? Dinghy sailboat. Right, a dinghy sailboat. Windy and fun. Can you match the shadow? There it is. These are used to teach beginners how to sail. "37. Which round boat looks like a giant basket floating on water? Basket boat. Yes, it's a basket boat. Can you find its shadow? Not that one. There it is. Basket boats, also called coracles, are made of bamboo and waterproofed with tar. They're super light and easy to row. 38. Which boat uses air to glide over water? Hovercraft. Yes, a hovercraft, floating on air. Spot the shadow. Correct. Hovercrafts can travel on both water and land. 39. Which watercraft is pulled by a rope for fun? Water ski boat. That's right, a water ski boat. Can you find its shadow? Not quite. There it is. Water ski boats tow people for sport and fun. 40. Which ship delivers mail to remote islands? Mailboat. Right, a mailboat, delivering across the waves. Can you match the shadow? You got it. Some countries still use mailboats in island regions. Awesome job, everyone! You really know your water vehicles, from tiny dinghies to giant ships. How many did you guess right? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time for another shadow guessing adventure on Fun Magic Quiz.